Hello everyone, my name is Danny, and this is my review for Christopher Robin. So I'm going to say what I just found out is that there's a UK version of this movie last year. Yeah. So when I went to go see the movie today, I thought it was called Goodbye Christopher Robin. That's what I've been hearing and seeing, and I went to the movie theater and it says Disney's Christopher Robin. I wonder if they changed the name, or when they changed the name, or how they changed the name, but why were they able to make this movie in the USA when they made a movie pretty much by the same name in the UK that I have heard of? I think I actually saw, and it was last year. So that's my first obsession, is that, okay, whatever, we'll get past that. So anyways, this movie is a 2018 film, rated PG, runs an hour and 45 minutes. It's about a working class family man, Christopher Robin. He encounters his childhood friend Winnie the Pooh, who helps him to rediscover the joys of life. It stars Ewan McGregor, Hayley Atwell, Bront Carmichael? Bronte? I don't know. It is directed by Mark Forster. Mark Forster. So, what I wanted to say about this, I didn't want to mention the other one. I just looked it up on Google, and it's like, oh, there's another one by the same name last year. I think I pretty much saw it. So anyways, I actually really, really like this movie. I love Ewan McGregor. Hayley Atwell is a decent mom. She has the right intentions in life of being a good person and caring about her husband over what he does for her job. She actually gets to say that as a line in the movie. She displays that essence very well. The child in this, Madeline, we get introduced to Madeline, is that she plays what she needs to play well, and she gets introduced to the gang, and she handles that pretty typically of what I figure would happen. A lot of stuff in this movie is what I think it should be, or how I think people should handle it. So nothing comes as a big surprise. Nothing comes as too shocking. It's just a good movie. So Ewan McGregor, the thing about him, and I know he has to say the things he has to say. Ever since I got introduced to Ewan McGregor, since I wasn't a real big Star Wars fan back in the day, was Moulin Rouge, and that's my favorite movie of all time. Ever since then, Ewan has done some amazing projects on TV and movies and everything. He is such a great guy. I will always watch movies of his. So I was really excited to go see this today. I asked a couple people to go with me, and they said they didn't want to see a kid's movie. I'm like, okay, fine. This is not a kid's movie. Kids will go see this, and they will enjoy Winnie the Pooh being in it. He doesn't look anything like Winnie the Pooh. And Eeyore is funny as hell. He got me. Eeyore, you got me, man. But the rest of the movie is a real movie. And Ewan McGregor makes you realize that pretty darn quick. When he gets reintroduced to his childhood friend, he says a lot of stuff. And it is hard. It is brutal. It's like ripping Winnie the Pooh a new one, man. He just is torturing him, and he's saying all this stuff, and he's treating him like a little child that you don't want even talking because he's driving you nuts. Kids are not going to enjoy that 40 minutes of the movie where Ewan McGregor is just bashing Winnie the Pooh. They're not. They're not going to enjoy it. It's not a kid's movie. It's a very real movie about real emotions and real issues, and that's what it is. That's what it should be shocked as. But it's Disney, it's Winnie the Pooh, it's Christopher Robin, it's about him being older. They have to try and explain it, so everybody's going to think it's a kid's movie. That's fine. Okay, so then we get into the part where they do what I think they should do, and Winnie the Pooh has a line of saying that the door from the woods went where it needed to go. Like we haven't heard that before. Right, Narnia? So, basically, this gets into a time where you're wondering how they're going to handle it. And has all the lines that it should, has really great jokes and good connections. I was hoping that they would not have the real world be shocked that the animals were talking, like Paddington, or some other crazy movie with dogs in it, and people find out that the dogs talk, and it's like, I didn't want them to stoop to that level, and they totally did. And so my question for everybody here is, how do we understand Winnie the Pooh? How does the general public think of Winnie the Pooh and the 100-Acre Woods? What I am led to believe as a child of influence in Iowa when I was growing up there is that the 100-Acre Woods is like imaginary, and Christopher Robin would go there with his friends when he had time away from his real life. So if they're going to make a movie about him moving on from that the 100-Acre Woods exists, but it exists within itself. So I can understand them like moving forward with Madeline or forgetting about Christopher Robin, but this movie completely has Winnie the Pooh like drudging every day that sometime Christopher Robin will return. Like a dog waiting for you while you're at work. Just, I know they're coming back, I just don't know when. That was very awkward for me as an adult watching this and trying to figure it out. And if anybody else has any opinion on that, I would love to hear it in the comments. Please try and explain that to me. That concept and how they got around it. So, I heard a couple things on media saying that the crappy looking Winnie the Pooh that they came up with for this movie is supposed to be some kind of symbol of how crappy America is right now, and how, we need to focus on the betterment of our country or something like that. I don't know about all that, but I am going to reiterate that the Winnie the Pooh looks nothing like Winnie the Pooh. And I don't know where they went off on this. I just watched Peter Rabbit that they made not too long ago, and the rabbit from the 100-Acre Wood clan looked very much like him. I'm wondering if people are just getting into that kind of graphics and stuff, and that kind of filmmaking for animals. It's very clear and precise and kind of ragged, and so maybe that's just what they're going for in movies now. And maybe that's just what everything's going to look like. So that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, oh, this is totally what everybody's doing. So other than that, other than the craziness and the deep subjects and all that stuff that can be talked about this as adults, most kids are going to like this. They're just not going to understand what's going on with Christopher Robin as an old man talking down to Winnie the Pooh. But then when things start turning around, supposedly the reason why the animals are gone is because Christopher Robin forgets about them. And that's going into another movie too. With the one about the feelings and stuff. People are, hoping not to get forgotten. Yeah, there's kids movies like that have had that. Even Wreck-It Ralph addresses that issue. So I wouldn't call this movie original by any means, because obviously it's a copycat for America from UK from last year, and I just found that out. And I'm sorry that I had found that out, but I did. And then it has all these themes in it that are nice, but they're not original whatsoever. And so I appreciate so much the human part of this movie. And I think that will carry it through to a good weekend. I saw The Spy Who Dumped Me last week, but that's really the only competition that Christopher Robin has. So I think they'll do okay. I really do. There's some weird movies out right now, and I think Christopher Robin will be the best movie of the weekend for sure. So enjoy it. Don't listen to everything I say if you're going to go watch it, because I want you to enjoy it for what it is. I want you to get your own opinion about it. I want you to see what it is and feel good about it. I had to cry at the end. I just had to. Like, everybody has to cry at the end. It's a good ending. It's smart what Ewan McGregor does at the end. I love when he gets to like be excited about something, and he really gets excited about the last part of this movie. So I want to thank him so much for bringing the mainstream crowd a good movie for him. I've been waiting for that for a little while now, and but I do appreciate him so much, and I do appreciate this idea of family, friends, caring for others, thinking of others before yourself, asking all kinds of good questions, why do you have a suitcase? Is it more important than your daughter? That's good stuff to have in a kids movie. It addresses issues. So thanks everybody. My name is Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have to give Christopher Robin a B+. I thought it was really amazing. I thought if a couple things could have been tweaked here and there, it could have been a really good movie, a lot better movie than what it was. And the reason why I talk about the issues is because they're there. I would love to have dialogue in a conversation with somebody sometime about those things. But the movie itself flowed. It was smart. It went into scenes in and out, had good adventure, had good storyline, had a good kind of evil person. I wouldn't say evil, but sort of evil. So, yeah, it's a good movie. Enjoy it. And let me know what your thoughts about some of those issues are in the comments if you'd like to. So, thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy your movies.